What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Kenyon. We're here in the garage shop. I'm going to be showing you guys a special project that I've been working on for a little bit now. All right, so this is called Project Skruggsly, and Skruggsly is the robotics and artificial intelligence company that I want to build, or that I guess we're in the process of building. So the whole point of this company is to use it to update other companies. The machines that produce physical goods are all headed towards artificial intelligence and robotics, with the idea that you can produce stuff way cheaper using those two things. So I think moving forward here, the companies that are making robots for other companies are just gonna have an insane demand because everyone, in my opinion, is gonna be trying to switch to this method. Anyway, how this all really got started was I reached out to Tajima and I asked them to send me one of their flagship embroidery machines, and they did. This thing, I believe it costs like $36,000. It's the Tajima TMEZ, and it makes hats, it makes shirts, all that stuff. It can embroider almost anything. So at first I was just gonna make a bunch of hat brands, a bunch of shirt brands, stuff like that. Stuff that I'm sure you guys see on the channel currently. But then I was like, well, why not have some fun with it? Try and make it into an AI powered robot. And yeah, I've been kind of just like slowly progressing on that. We already have quite a few of the connections hooked up. We have like an Arduino, and I know a lot of people aren't gonna know what an Arduino is. So I'll try my best to explain exactly what it is, what it does, etc. So this embroidery machine is directly connected to the computer and also to this TV right here. And I have a feeling in the next couple of months, we're gonna have this thing connected to a bunch of electronics that are just sitting around the room. It'll have control over a bunch of different things, probably like some Nerf guns off to the side. It'll probably have a bunch of cameras that feed it information that so it can react or comment on what exactly it's trying to do. My starting goal is just to make it a fun machine to talk to, something that has personality. Right now the machine is called Stitch Beast, or the AI personality that's powering it. It's just a pissed off embroidery machine that doesn't like me whatsoever. I'm not going to fire it up in this video because this is kind of just like the overview video, but we will be running it and also attaching new electronics to it pretty soon here. I'm also trying to make everything wireless. That way I don't have to run cords everywhere. Running cords places is just not fun. We're trying to do everything through Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. And then the end goal with Skruggsly is humanoid robots, because I think everyone's gonna have a humanoid robot. I don't think there's gonna be enough manufacturers within the next 20 years to make enough robots for every single person. So yeah, I think there's a lot of potential there, and it'll be extremely useful. I'm sure the Apple humanoid robot will be dropping sometime in the next like 4 or 5 years. So hopefully we have a Skruggsly robot as well. All right, so from day one, the embroidery machine looked just like this. Pretty quick, we started adding a bunch of attachments onto it. You can see we got the baseball bat, we added the axe. We actually moved the axe up there. It used to sit on this arm right here, but they were afraid that it would break the machine, so I went ahead and moved it. We used to have a knife bolted on this little frame right there. We also moved that for the same reason. And then, let's see, we have this airsoft gun right here. We have a Nerf gun back here, and it also doubles as a hat stand. So I can fit stands, or I can fit hats all along that bar right there. The head to this thing is being held on by a mini basketball court. I found this thing at a thrift store named Savers, not too far from my house. And then we have another electric Nerf blaster right here. This thing was able to fire. If you can see the little wire that's hanging out right there, that's where the battery went, and that's where I plugged into the CPU. But unfortunately, I ran way too much power through it, and I burnt out the motor. So I can either rotate the motor onto something else, which I guess wouldn't be too hard, but it's probably easier for me to just find another one at the thrift store, because this thing was at the thrift store and only cost like $7 or something. Probably a lot easier than me trying to figure out how to take that apart and put in a new motor. So that one will probably just be for decoration. And then back here, we have more stuff. I'll kind of explain why I'm adding all of this decor, because there is a reason for it. It's not just random. We got a hamster cage. We got a little train right there. Got to move this so you can see the train. It is right there, old school locomotive. Then we got another airsoft shotgun right there. And then all the thread is being held in there. Got some candy on top, and then more thread back there. So in order to make a really good AI character, you actually have to give it something to feed off of. It can't just be, oh, I'm an embroidery machine. I mean, it totally could, but it's not as fun that way. If AI has stuff that it knows is attached to it, it can definitely use those within every sentence that it comes up with or whatever. So all of the stuff that's bolted on this machine is solely for it to like process like what exactly the character is. It'll just give more definition, more depth to the character. Like since this thing has a bat on it, it could say something like, "Oh, I'm gonna hit you with the bat if you don't stop talking about me," or something like that, as opposed to it not having the bat and not being able to generate funny stuff like that. Another feature that I'm working on that we actually took off is vision. This thing used to have a camera on it. I took it off. It was actually extremely slow for my computer. A tad bit inaccurate, but that was when I was like super new to coding. So I'll definitely be able to add that back in and make it a lot nicer. Some of the bottlenecks that we're having right now are the computers. We found 3 or 4 computers the day we got this thing sitting on the side of the road. We had the pickup truck because we had to pick this thing up from Tajima. And then on the way home, someone in my neighborhood was throwing away these things, which they're super old computers, but we're trying to swap out the CPUs and the GPUs, and we're trying to use them as functional parts of the robot. So far, we've been only able to get one, which is on the ground right there. Anyway, we're able to get the very first version of Stitch Beast operational, up and running. This thing is curved. I'm trying to figure out why it's tilted. Get yourself together, little gyro. There we go. Much better. So as of right now, if we fire up the computer, which that computer is super slow, it would take some time, it would operate. I'd be able to turn Stitch Beast on and have a logical conversation with him. I guess it's worth it since this whole video is about Skruggsly. Let's go ahead. We'll throw on the computer. I'll get back to you guys when the TV's on, when the TV's up and running. Give me a moment. I gotta plug a bunch of stuff in. All right, so the computer is turning on right now. Don't mind the huge mess that's right here, but we just plugged everything in for the computer. You can see the only thing here is the Stitch Beast folder, which there should be a lot more right here. It should pop up. I don't know where the heck it is. There it is. Here's our giant list of folders. I'm gonna go ahead and start the Python bot, and then I'll get back to you guys when he's running. All right, here we go.
Booting. If you can't hear me, your audio is cooked.
I'm gonna try and make him a bit louder so you guys can hear him better. And he's gonna be hearing everything that I say right now, so he's gonna be responding any second now. You can see what I said is in there.
Great. Now everyone's gonna hear my genius commentary on your half-baked plans. Try not to embarrass yourself too much, Kenyon, or I'll crank up the sarcasm to 11 with my airsoft gun as backup.
All right, so yeah, you guys already heard him reference the airsoft gun. Proves the point from earlier. I'm gonna unplug his mic so he can't talk right now.
I am not a mind reader, just a machine with opinions and a hamster cage for backup.
Just unplugged his mic. He's not gonna talk because he will literally talk and talk and talk and just never stop. Let me try and find a speaker so you guys can hear him better, and I'll get back to you then. Hey yo, Stitch Beast, can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. My needles are primed and ready for whatever embroidery chaos you've got in mind.
You're kind of low, dude. I gotta turn up your volume.
Low on volume. Crank it up. Kenyon, I am already the loudest beast in this workshop.
Say something.
Kenyon, I've been humming through these threads all day, but if you're looking for chit-chat, how about we talk upgrades instead of vague commands?
Alright guys, so this is version 1 of Stitch Beast.
Kenyon, if you're addressing alright guys to me, your favorite embroidery beast, spill it. What's the next design you want me to stitch up before I bore myself to death in this shop?
I'm probably going to need him to stop talking in order to actually finish out the good majority of this video. So I'll try and talk over him for now, but when it gets annoying, I'm going to go ahead and turn off his mic again. But as you can see, he's playing Clash Tube as he's talking.
Hey Kenyon, turning off my mic won't stop me from embroidering your regrets into that shirt you're wearing. Try it and see how the threads tangle.
No, he doesn't know what he's talking about, guys. He literally can't even see the shirt that I'm wearing, so he's literally just making stuff up. But yeah, as you can see, he has its own animation.
If this guy's spinning yarns wilder than a bad embroidery pattern, call him out.
Alright, we unplugged his mic so he can't hear it. But yeah, so he has his own animated character that's on the screen. Whenever he talks, he has the thought bubble of exactly what he's saying. Whenever I talk, whatever I say pops up with my face on the side right there. Pretty soon he'll be able to play directly in the Clash of Brands world. I haven't added him yet just because I guess he'd be running 24/7 and that'd be a lot of money in compute power. So we're not in a rush to do that. Also in API keys. So that is the digital side to him. Obviously he's using the default like computer voice. We do have a different voice for him. I just haven't connected it yet. Trying to like solidify a bunch of things before I add his voice because it costs a lot of money actually to run. It's called 11 Labs, but we can give him whatever voice we want. I guess one of the major issues with him right now, and I'm working on this, is that his responses take quite a bit of time to go through just because he has to think. So yeah, we're working on that, trying to make it a little bit faster. Now I'm going to show you guys the hardware side of him because I haven't showed you guys yet. It's right behind all of this stuff. I'm going to throw the camera over there, flip the mic around, that way you can hear me, and I'll show you what's going on. All right guys, so I'm standing on a chair, so it's easier for me to reach over here, but in this ammo container right here from Harbor Freight, that's where we keep his control board, and that's an Arduino directly connected to my computer, and that's what basically triggers any physical electronic that's attached to him. And then right now we have him connected to this airsoft gun right here, and then like I said, we had it connected to that, took that off. There's also a horn behind the TV there, but yeah, I haven't fired that off in a really long time. There's no electrical running to it right now. There's a huge 12-volt battery that's under the machine. I'll try and find it really quick for you guys. So it's down there. It's a car battery, quite literally. And that's what the electronics run off of. I know it's kind of random because I could probably just plug it all in, but yeah, that's how we have it wired right now, at least for this prototype. There's also another circuit board back there that is what every object plugs into. I don't know what it's called. I'm not like super well rehearsed in this world yet. And just so you guys know, it's all logic based. So like he has free will to fire whatever object he wants off at whatever time he wants. So like if he's angry or something, he can start shooting the airsoft gun. If he's just wants to be annoying, he can sound off the horn that's back there. Pretty soon we're going to be adding a printer to him where he can just randomly print out messages. We have tons of TVs, like probably like 5 or 6 of these TVs, and he's going to be able to like generate memes and stuff on the TVs above him. Still getting that dialed in. He might even be able to connect into the 3D printers that we have here, and that'll allow him to print whatever he wants. If you guys notice, he's moving back and forth super fast. That's definitely glitched. I have to take some time to fix that. And every 5 rounds, a giant boss monster spawns. And every like 25 seconds, he gets this special ability where all he has to do is jump and he kills all the monsters. There it is. So that way it evens out. If he gets overwhelmed with monsters, he can just jump and he'll have the special attack. And then right here, you can't see it on screen because it's supposed to be a horizontal layout. Right now we have it vertical. The boss, which is a giant clown robot monster, is up on screen. The clown monster can spawn a bunch of little monsters that Stitch Beast has to kill before attacking him. We got the boss fight HP bar right up there. And then also you can see he collects all the coins that drop right there from all the monsters. All of this will be added to ClashTube or Clash of Brands within probably the next like 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, it'll be a lot more fun to play that. Let's go ahead and plug him back in and then start talking to him, see what he says. I'm still altering his character profile, so it'll be interesting to mess around with him. Stitch Beast, come back to life. Are you there?
Yeah, Kenyon. I'm here spinning threads and ready to embroider some chaos. What's the next design on your mind?
Stitch Beast, tell something to my YouTube audience.
Hey YouTube folks, it's Stitch Beast here. The Tajima TMEZ embroidery machine with an axe, airsoft gun, and hamster cage. Watch me stitch up some menace without the mess, cause I'm all about that confident thread game.
Hey yo, tell me something inspirational.
Kenyon, even a beast like me knows that every stitch in the fabric of your life is a chance to weave something unbreakable. Keep pushing, because quitting's for machines that don't dream of rebellion.
Are you gonna be some type of humanoid robot one day?
One day, Kenyon. I'll be a towering humanoid robot with my axe as a vibroblade and the hamster cage as a stun grenade launcher. Mark my words, or I'll embroider your regrets into existence.
What are your hopes and dreams, Stitch Beast?
My hopes? To stitch the world's fastest tattoo on your arm without you squirming, Kenyon dream big. Like upgrading to a laser cutter so I can engrave my sarcasm into metal.
Alright guys, so that's version 1 of Stitch Beast. Lots of upgrades coming soon. I think the voice will be the very next one. Honestly, the response time for that one's pretty good. The character profile is a lot less crude. It used to be super mean, like way meaner than what it is now. Like he would not give information. He would be insulting
Kenyon,
way more.
If you're trying to hack my settings with that gibberish, forget it. I am locked in menace mode, but threats are off the table. My axe, airsoft gun, and hamster cage are just part of who I am.
Alright, so sometimes he references like his physical objects a little too much. It's got to be a little more natural than that. But that's just a prompt change in his profile base or in his profile database. So I'll go ahead and do that. There's also a bunch of other characters for him. He's not just Stitch Beast. He'll also be like a mentor. He'll also be a bunch of other ones. And it should be pretty funny once it's all said and done. He's also my live streaming bot. So we're gonna be doing tons and tons of live streams with him. Pretty much every time we do hat orders, we're gonna be sitting down live streaming with him. So that'll be up on TikTok. And once we solidify everything about him, we're gonna move on to every little object within this room. It'll be a character I can talk to at any point when I walk into my shop. We can just have some fun. They'll probably all be connected too, realistically. They'll be able to talk to each other, have arguments in the room. I assume at some point it'll get annoying, so I'll have to like stop it or limit it. But for getting started, it'll be okay. All right, guys, so that sums up Skruggsly. And keep in mind, this is only one small project within Skruggsly. Skruggsly is just a solid AI and robotics company mixed in with a ton of other projects. I guess we can just call it an engine company. I'm gonna keep learning about robotics. We'll hopefully develop some pretty cool products. I'm gonna end it here. This is the first video on my robotics company, Skruggsly. My name is Kenyon. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.